So I'm walking downtown. Hello, family. I'm jumping on here today. As you can see, the title of my message. It's so busy downtown Orlando right now. But I wanted to get this message out to you before I head back in and start doing some work. As you see, the title, it says, "Who Gives You Grace?" So I just came from a women's luncheon. And on that luncheon, we were talking about um we're talking about grace. Basically, we're talking about, have you given anyone grace, and who's giving you grace, and how do you handle it? How do you handle life's challenges? How do you handle your lows? Who's pouring into you, and who are you pouring back into? And we had these conversations, and as I was talking and I was asking, thinking about myself, like, well, who gives me grace? Who do I go to that says it's okay to be the full you, flaws and all, no judgment, whoever you are, speaking and encouraging to me, and vice versa? Who do I give grace to? And most of that is my friends. My friends always give me grace. They always allow me just to be me, just to be who I am, which is why my friendships have been 20 plus years because my friends are always giving me grace, right? But we're sitting at the table, and it was a great conversation. I think God definitely connected me with the women that were sitting at that table for a reason, because we all talked. It wasn't just silence. I opened up my mouth and spoke, and I'm not always the speaker at the table, but today I said I'm going to open up and I'm going to actually speak and say something today. And so I wanted to get on here really quick because at the end, once we're all done, we're all talking about how we're going to connect and how we're going to move forward, how we're going to network, and how real friendships are going to start, not just, oh, you know how, like, when you go to business meetings and after the meeting the connections don't last, right? After you go to the meeting, after everything's all said and done, how often do you really connect with the women or whoever it is that was at those meetings, right? How often do you really talk to those people and develop like real partnerships? Most of those time, a lot of times those meetings are about money. What can we do for each other? What can you do for me? And the meeting, women's luncheon today, had nothing to do with that. Not what you can do for me, and everything to do about encouraging and how can we help each other? How can I help you, sis? How can I help you grow? How can we partner with our businesses that we have? Most of the people in there were entrepreneurs. How can we partner with the businesses that you have to be able to help you, give you some encouragement, give you a helping hand, give you someone to talk to, give you grace when you need it? What can we do for each other? It was a women's luncheon that I've never been to like that outside of ministry. A lot of time ministry luncheons are like that, but this wasn't a ministry luncheon. While everyone sitting at my table was a Christian, and we talked about the Lord, and we talked about how we can't do it without God, and we talked about God giving us grace, it wasn't a ministry meeting. It was a business meeting for all women. And so I'm getting on here really quick just to talk about, after the meeting, after all was said and done, we were talking, and one of the women therapists there that was sitting at my table, she was like, "I got something for you." And I was like, "Okay, I'm not sure what that was. Was it a business card or something?" And I was thinking, well, she already gave me her business card, so it can't be that. Like, what does she have for me? It was the first time we've ever met. And so we were talking, and she was like, "I got something for you. Hold on." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." I sat there and I waited, and she gave me this this book, Encouraging Devotional Connections. And she wrote inside there, "I love you. I'm here for you whenever you need someone to talk to." And she put her number in there. And I almost wanted to start crying because we're talking about how I've been in Orlando for several years, about almost 4 years now, and I have not been able to develop real long term friendships with women that are like me, with business minded women who value kingdom relationships, who serve the Lord. And outside of ministry, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with ministry, but I'm saying you want to get with business women who are successful in what they do. And I've had a hard time with doing that while I've been here. And when she gave me this book, and every woman at that table was so loving, so caring, pouring into me, telling me that you are amazing, I love you, I'm here for you. Exchange social media info, exchange real phone numbers, not just a business card. I prayed to God and asked Him that He connects me with women, divine connections, covenant connections, real resources, real women, real friendships, where I can go to the house or they can come to my house and we can have wine and sit and talk about business. I prayed and I asked the Lord for that. And when I tell you the Lord showed up for me today, a couple days ago, my spiritual mentor, she said to me, well, not just to me, she was on a live, and she said on that live, expect God to do something for you every day. Expect God to do something for you every day. Every day, expect God to show up for you. And I actually wrote that and put it on my vision board so that I can remember it when I wake up in the morning, because my vision board is right by me. I mean, right by the side of my bed. And so I have that on my bed that I can look at every morning. And when I said in my prayer time today, I said, God, show me a gift today. I expect you to do something for me today. I expect a miracle to happen. I expect something to show for me today. And when you ask God for something, when you ask God for help, when you ask God to show up for you, usually that's in people. It's usually in people. He sends resources for you guys to be able to connect, for you to be able to get those things. God sent me five amazing women to connect with today. Some of them shared their story, and their story was like mine, how I wanted to elevate and do more and get with business partnerships and things that I had to do and I had to let go of. So I'm really getting on here today. Number one, to ask you, who gives you grace? Number two, are you getting in the room and being intentional about where you're at? Are you getting yourself out there to all the things you're asking for? God, I bless my finances. I need new friendships. I need new business partnerships, whatever. Are you putting yourself in rooms and environments to be able to get those blessings that you're asking God for? Because if not, you are asking blindly and not being intentional about showing up for you. We talked about Grace today, and she actually went through the GRACE, but one of those, I think it was the R. She said responsibility. You have the responsibility to create the life that you want. You have the response. So I'm telling you today, you have the responsibility to create the life that you want. I see I've been on here for almost 7 minutes now. I'm gonna hop off, but I'm really getting on here to say that you have, God gives you grace. God will give you all of the supply, all of your needs, but it's up to us to partner with God, because He's not a magician. He doesn't just make stuff happen. God partners with us. So I'm telling you today to partner with God. Ask God, what is it that you need to do in this new season? I got this book today with someone telling me that I am here for you if you need me. God shows up when you ask Him. I had a prayer answer for me today, and I'm so grateful to God for answering my prayers. So I'm praying and declaring and decreeing that whatever it is that you're praying for, whatever it is you're asking for, that you are partnering with God and doing that thing for you. All right. Peace, love, and shalom to you, family. Bye.